disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucs with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Here's Cornette following the bucket by the Bucs. A shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And they're able to recover. And another shot, and it's Porter heading it to go.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And it's Fox with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
To the paint. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
There's Porter with the 3. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Wembanyama outside. Driving in. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. San Antonio shooting their first free throw tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
And we've got something just in from our NBA League insider, Shams Charania, on the Mavericks. All right, Shams, let us know what you know about the Dallas Mavericks.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Jang, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Rollins. Spurs leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Now, here's Thomas. Launches from deep. The shot, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Porter. After the made shot from Keldon Johnson. Thomas kicks to Zhang. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Harper. 9 points last game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Back to Giannis. Inside. And Turner throws it down.
Well, for Turner, it looks so easy sometimes. His length and athleticism put the rim well within reach.
And the shot goes in. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Olynyk against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Thomas. Good on the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
And until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Stephon Castle, he's been the guy making things happen for San Antonio. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Cam Thomas is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green, and it's Jang in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Trent. Pass to Green, a 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Harper, good, and a nice assist from Fox. Harper's got 6 points.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jang with the screen for Thomas. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
And Fox gets it to go.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer who knows how to get himself going.
Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by Cornette.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Bucks trail by 14. Here's Thomas. Off with the layup. Barnes passes to Fox. Banked in off the glass. 14 points for him.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes. In for Green, and Rollins subbed in for Trent. Here's Rollins. No scoring in this one. Pass to Jang. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Spurs. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Giannis' screen on Johnson. Thomas, no good.
Yeah, well, that's the shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Harper. Rebound by Jang.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Thomas. And Greg, you were a point guard. How is that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Guys, back over to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Kuzma, that's good.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Turner. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And he jams it with authority.
All of Castle's hard work is paying off here. He just keeps finding ways to attack.
Fox with the steal. And they're on the break. And Wembanyama outside. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Turner covering. 6 to shoot. For 3, Vassell gets the three-pointer to fall. Vassell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Kevin Porter's checked in for Milwaukee. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Wembanyama. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Bucks trail by 21 to the inside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Bucks shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Now, here's Vassell. Misses from close range. Here's Rollins. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Down low, Vassell. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
A strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket.
Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Kuzma. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Good on the three-point shot. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's San Antonio sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Thanks for stopping by.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch.
And let's move to some research. And that concludes halftime.
we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the four-man position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Here's Fox. Plays it up and banks it in. 16 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
To the middle, here's Kuzma. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his fourth assist in this one. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor. Yeah, Castle is working hard to create offense out there, repeatedly finding shots for himself.
Porter against Fox. Puts it up. Porter, no luck.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Vassell outside. Here's the three. Good on the triple. Vassell's got 8.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Here's Kuzma. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Giannis against Wembanyama. Kuzma outside. Turner inside. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Turner's got his 2nd basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Fox, and he lays it straight in. And the Spurs lead by 21.
You see how quick Fox is on his feet. Give him an opening, and he'll just take off.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Spurs making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for Milwaukee. San Antonio on defense. Now here's Kuzma. 8 points for him. Over Wembanyama. Kuzma can't get it to go. Wembanyama down low. Porter's there. No one covering. 11 points in the game.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Porter passes to Jang. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound San Antonio. And it's the Spurs ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Maybe the most hyped teenager. Since LeBron James, Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Here is Porter. He's got 11.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Kuzma with a screen on Fox. Porter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
And the Bucks making a change here. Thomas is checked in, and that one's good. Barnes.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Porter kicks to Kuzma. The three-pointer, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Harper, and Harper slams it in.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
Johnson against Thomas. Takes a three. Rebound by Olynyk.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Barnes. The tray. Knocks down the three ball. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Chang. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Kuzma inside. Olynyk is covering. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Driving inside. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 10 points in the game.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Can't hit from in close. And so it's San Antonio with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
We can't do it on our own.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Chang. Thomas is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's A.J. Green. And it's Giannis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Thomas against Harper. From 13 and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Thomas flashing his handles. He can get creative with the ball.
And Harper slams it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Thomas dishes to Antetokounmpo. Here he goes. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Exploding to the cup. That's the bursting power of Giannis.
Chang against Johnson. Now here's Harper. He's guarded closely. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Green inside the three-point line. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Monday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And Harper slams it in.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
And Thomas, here we go. It's good.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Plumlee, the pass to Barnes. And it's Barnes slapping it down.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Giannis. Giannis with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Olynyk with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And the basket by Olynyk.
Well, just such a big guy. Olynyk able to convert inside.
Here's Giannis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they haven't had much success in the paint since halftime. I mean, the offense sort of stuck on the perimeter. They need to get a little bit more inside-out balance.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Jack. Rollins comes in for Gary Trent. And Porter subbed in for Cameron Thomas. Antetokounmpo kicks to Turner, shoots from the right block, and it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 6 assists now in the game. Johnson, the pass to McLaughlin. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Johnson finds Plumlee. San Antonio calls timeout. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are no doubt intriguing.
Well, you got to be able to finish stronger than that. But credit to defense for doing just enough to throw him off.
Pass to Castle. Back to Vassell. Wembanyama outside. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
So the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for De'Aaron Fox.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
To the paint, Castle finds Wembanyama.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Kuzma, that's good.
That is a great possession. Get Kuzma the ball, and Kyle will drill those catch-and-shoot chances.
And the basket by Castle.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Harper against Porter. Here's Waters. Johnson outside. Launches a three. He can't hit that time. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now, our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.